Kevin Kirkbride with 30, Eiran Parsons 28, and Chris Moses with 22. And now, before these guys get going, I'm looking at the tire selection. John Houston's running softs in the BMW M6. Everyone else on track has the mediums. And we're looking at 38 laps, so pit around lap 19 for a change of tires and fuel it up. And we're about to go. And don't forget to clear the track, Mark.
Right. And they're off. Coming in the first turn here, 3, 4, 5 abreast. Whoa.
Oh, gets tight. Looks pretty clean. Couple guys ran wide.
I saw an Audi go off. Looks like Luis has got away to the lead. Eiran Parsons in second at the moment. Chris Moses in third. Ian Jellicoe in fourth. Kevin Kirkbride in fifth.
Yeah, good, looks like a good start. Pretty clean. Didn't see any paint being knocked off. No body parts flying. No carbon fiber.
See a little turf flying there in the background. It looks like the argy-bargy was kept to a minimum. That's a very clean start. Looks like we've got a good race in store for us tonight.
Looks pretty clean all the way through the field. I don't think anybody's been really off more than a couple, minor off. Nobody's spun it.
I think I did see one of the Audis on.
I haven't seen any contact.
On the first turn, got 4 wheels off. It looked like he got back on clean. So.
Yeah, I think that was Olsen. Olsen had a very good quali, and he's back in the 13th or 12th now. Oh, Nieto's. What happened to Nieto? Nieto went off last corner.
We missed that.
And he is in the grass, waiting for everybody to go by.
Bummer. Well, that hands the lead over to Chris Moses with Ian Jellicoe and Kevin Kirkbride.
Yeah, Nieto's in 29th place. Wow. And Jellicoe's up to second behind Moses. I don't know. Not sure who was second before that. Hope there wasn't contact there. Oh, Al Marimon is back in 27th.
Well, David's on here. He's back in 24th with a Corvette showing some significant damage.
Yeah, let me look at Al's car. Al was not way back there. I don't think he was close enough to make contact with Nieto. We'll just have to wait on that.
Al's looking really racy here on Jonathan Cuppet.
He doesn't look like he has any damage, though. Let's look at Nieto. Oh, Nieto's parked it. He's done.
Wow, must have been a hard hit.
I don't know if he hit anything. He might be a hard disappointment. Oh!
Jellicoe's in the lead, and Moses.
Al just hit Brian Jones. And Al's gone off track. And Al's parked it.
I just switched away from that. I was watching those guys in the back. And Chris Moses has dropped to third. from the lead.
I don't know what happened to Al.
Oh,
he
a
got into
Corvette
the back
went
of
off
Jones.
violently.
Oh, Kirkbride's out.
Okay,
Kirkbride.
I saw a Corvette nose it into the wall very hard. So yeah, that was not surprising, a race-ending accident.
Oh boy, I don't know what happened to Al. He got into the back of Jones, and maybe he just disappointed himself so much he parked it.
Ronnie
I hope there's not some kind of technical issue going on.
And Abe Wozniak is backwards in the grass, waiting for the field. Spins it around, gets it back on track here. He's falling back to 23rd, 24th. Wow, he's got some dirty tires.
Adamson. Looks like Adamson went off. Adamson dropped a couple spots in the Corvette. Meanwhile, the leader's carrying 60 kilos. Ian Jollicoeur.
Yeah, Bjorn Heyman is way off mowing the lawn. Boy, for such a clean start, it's really surprising how much trouble these guys are having in the opening laps here.
You know, one thing I heard about this track is the hot air balloons get really close to the track. I hope that didn't. I hope a whole flock of them just didn't come down on the track and scare the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors that the hot air balloon operators are on drugs. We have Dan Thorpe.
Yeah, not sure what's going on
in the
there.
pits. Exiting now, so he's probably stopped early for some repairs. He's down in 24th. Still a lot of racing to go yet, but yeah, that's really disappointing to have a qualifying effort spoiled by some early race brouhaha. Al Merrimon's in the pits at the moment and not moving.
No, he parked it. He went from out on the track to the pit, so he's not coming back out. He just hasn't let the soda yet.
Okay, back to the.
Al, if you're out there, hop in and help us broadcast.
After a suitable cooling off period, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
So back up to the front here, Ian Jolicoeur is got Eiran Parsons in close pursuit, less than a second behind. The two of them have got a pretty good gap here back to Moses.
Well, if it's any indication in the past, I would say that Aaron's not going to have too much of a fight from Ian, considering he's carrying no weight versus Ian's 60, but we'll have to see.
So we're on board here with Eiran Parsons in second place, with Ian Jolicoeur, Porsche there ahead, and currently in the lead.
And for those of you who haven't raced with us, the carrying the weight ballast, I've only ever carried 30 kilos, I believe, and it's like dragging an anchor. So 60 is, I mean, they earn every bit of the weight they're carrying. But it's tough to drag that around.
Yeah, and if they've got a marginal tire situation, it can bite them bad toward the end of the stint. Even if you can muscle the car around at a good pace, you know, tires are going to be working harder than they would without that weight. So looks like Eiran is closing it up here. He's only 2/10 back here coming onto the straightaway. So he's got a good exit. So we've got a race for the lead here. He's got a good draft going on here. Looks like Ian's going defensive to the inside. No, he's not. And Jolicoeur hangs
Yeah, I
on.
can't imagine Ian would put up too much of a fight here this early in the race.
Yeah, at this point, it's a two-man race here with the lead. Ian's very good coming onto the S's here. You can see Eiran was fighting that wheel to get that big Aston Martin to go where he wants it to. As Ian clips those apexes and throws a little dirt in Eiran's face.
Yeah, kind of. These camera angles really show what a cool track this is.
So we're staying on board here with Eiran. He's still 2/10 back here. He's right with, and it looks like he's got him for top end, but not quite enough room as they get into this hilly section here. So we'll see how good an exit he gets here in the last turn right here, coming onto the main straight. Still not really close enough to get that draft to suck him alongside before the first turn. Ooh, Ian locks up.
Oh, yep, big lock up.
And runs a little wide, but hangs on to it. Doesn't lose much time.
That might cost him later, though. Locking up a tire is going to heat it up.
Yeah, for sure. And while they've been battling, it's allowed Chris Moses to cut that gap down a little bit to under 2 seconds.
Yeah, Eiran just had a big slide going into that first part of the S's there.
Peter Sabo in fourth place currently at the moment is right with this group. Behind him in fifth, David Poole.
Yeah, Peter was showing very, very, very good times practice this week.
And back a few seconds is David Maros, and he's got a freight train behind him. None other than John Ludden, Andrew Adamson, Iago Canola, Mark DeGrasse, and Brad Mary's in 12th. Really filling Jesse Olsen's mirror here. Was it Olsen that had that first turn off that dropped him back?
Yeah, I believe so. He went off in the grass and lost several spots. He went back to about 13.
Ooh, jumping back up here to the front. Parsons is continuing to keep that gap very tight here, so something's going to happen. I think Parsons using 100% of his car, but it's like Jolicoeur's not giving him any opportunities.
Yeah, he's probably not slowing him down much.
He's coming alongside here at the end of the straight.
Yep, here he goes.
He's out there side by side. Looks like, and Eiran takes it to the grass.
I think Ian gave him some room, and Eiran he wasn't sure he was giving him that room.
Yeah, we were on that. There didn't appear to be any contact. Both of them are trying to give each other room, and we simply are carrying too much speed to hold on to it here.
Yep, cost Eiran a spot. which all plays out well for Ian. I mean, the longer he can stay out in the lead, if he is actually holding them up, carrying all that weight, that means the closer he's going to be to the lead once the pit cycles out.
Yeah, still definitely in the game here. He's in third. Moses is a little over second behind in second. So, I mean, we're 9 laps into the 38-lap race, so we still got our pit stops to come. So, it's, I'm not picking winners and losers yet.
Definitely not.
Dropping back a bit here in 7th, John Ledden is all over.
Is that Maros?
Yeah, David Maros, yes.
Yeah, Canola right behind is all over Adamson.
Yeah, that's a 4-car train right there. They got their own little event going here, and yeah, Canola looks like he's got pace here on these guys, but got to be patient. My impression is that, you know, as wide and as fast as this track is, passing opportunities are not easy here.
No, very true. There's only a few spots that are good to pass. I'm looking at the weights, and Canola's carrying no weight. Adamson and Ledden are carrying 40. Maros has no weights, but Poole and Sabo have 60 and 40 respectively. So, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say Tiago's going to get all the way up to, I think he's going to at least get up to 4th place by the end of this race.
I would not bet against that. Because it looks like...
Oh, we had somebody just go off.
Yeah, we did. Who was that?
Somebody
it was
in
Brian Jones.
Mercedes.
And he stopped at the side of the track at the moment. And he's
looks like he's going to go again.
He's got it fired up.
Look. Oh, that's unfortunate. Must be some kind of technical issue.
Oh, now he's under power.
Yep, he's off. Good to see him going again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was
He
about.
Set some DNFs. He set some DNFs early in his career. I'm glad to see him going.
Back to this Maros Ledden.
Looks like Aaron's.
Addison.
Aaron's up to 3/10. Moses is within 3/10 of Jolicoeur. I think definitely in the next lap or two, there's going to be an attempt made for the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Jolicoeur is using more track trying to hang on here. That Viper looks pretty hooked up.
I saw that Ian, who is one of the guys that doesn't need to practice as much as the others, but he put in a lot of laps this week for to prepare for this track, especially considering they had weight added.
Well, I suspect he fully appreciated that since we haven't raced this track much in the past, if at all, that yeah, you need to put laps in order to get that track knowledge necessary to perform consistently at the peak of your potential. Aaron Parsons is right there in third, and Moses is looking to the inside here. He's alongside. They're side by side here.
Yep.
Left,
That's the same
right.
spot. That's the same spot where Aaron tried it.
Right. Jolicoeur's not giving up here, and he lets Moses go.
Yep.
Oh, and Moses takes it off.
There.
Moses takes
Oh, wow.
He takes the same ride that Parsons did.
And Parsons might actually come out on the nice end of this. He's got the inside for the next corner.
He does. He does. He does. He does. He does.
Oh, Ian gives him room, and it's going to be close. He's still got the preferred line here.
That's some close racing.
Yeah, that's good stuff, and it's allowed Sabo and Poole to come up right behind these guys too.
Yeah, you get side by side like that, you're slowing each other up. Oh, Parsons got another run on him.
I think that Porsche's just got a little bit more oomph when it comes to accelerating out of the corner.
Parsons is right there in the
Aaron's
draft.
Gonna try again. Yeah, I think he's able to late break those. You know, more so than Eiran.
Yeah, I suspect if Eiran can get clear here, he'll own the lead here.
Yeah, I think Aaron's clearly got an aerodynamic advantage when it comes to the long straights, but just can't make it happen. Can't get enough of a run or enough track to actually make a pass.
Yeah, David Poole here is hanging with those guys in fourth. And a couple of seconds behind him is Chris Moses. And behind them is that foursome of Morrow, Sludden, Adamson, and Canola.
Might see it here from Parsons. He's going to try.
Parsons is coming inside here, but he's close. He's got to get it
He
turned.
unlocks it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Still going to have the inside for the next turn.
Yeah, Ian can hold that outside, and he's just gives him advantage on the left-hander.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff right there. If I was either one of those guys, I would have choked and slid it off track already.
Yep. It takes nerves of steel to race that close and that hard for that long. Whoa, Parsons is very loose. We are on board here with
what a slide.
Peter Sabo, who's got a front row seat here. Third place.
Oh, Eiran just about caught that, the inside of that curb where the oak tree is. Well, not the curb, but the wall.
Looks
really
like
pushing it.
Yeah, he got away with it. I tell you, if Jolicoeur and Parsons come to grief here, Peter Sabo is in the catbird seat.
Yeah, definitely. And Peter's, I mean, he's got great pace. He led that first race at was it Road America?
Oh, in the Bentley.
Before he had what? I don't think it was a Bentley. Oh yeah, I guess it was.
Well, I just remember the Bentley.
He switched.
Peter's one of the new guys here, so.
Yep. No, so he's carrying weight for switching to the McLaren. But yeah, first race, Sabo led for a long time.
Yeah, Peter's steering inputs are pretty steady. I think he likes that car. He's probably saying, you know what, I'm going to let those guys beat on each other a little more. Oh, Eiran takes a little grass there, hangs onto it. Amazing. Ooh, I think Jolicoeur clipped the inside there. Saw his car kind of jump as he came across the apex. I think that, yeah, Eiran Parsons, Aston Martin just has a little more legs on the straight. I think that Aston's bulk is hurting him when it comes to getting alongside where he needs to take that position.
Yeah, I saw Sabo just took it off just a hair, running wide, lost a little time. Boy, if Ian can at least maintain the lead into the pits, that's a heck of an accomplishment, carrying all that weight.
Yeah, I think I saw from Peter's perspective, Ian's Porsche wiggle in the middle of turn 1. So we're getting to the point now where, you know, tires are an issue. We're going to get close to that the end of the stint, and they're going to be pitting for tires and gas.
Yep, halfway is 19 laps. You know what, I expect Ian to pit a lap early, just because that's his MO. He likes to try to undercut people. So I bet you Ian's going to go in at the end of 18 and pit. But carrying all that weight, I'm almost positive Eiran's going to be able to jump him in the pits, just on the time it takes to fuel the car. We'll have to see. Ian's actually carrying 60 kilos of ballast, but he's carrying 20 more from the balance of performance too. So, oh, I think Eiran. Nope. Oh boy, Eiran tried to make it stick that time and still couldn't do it.
Well, let's have another go here, see what happens.
We've got the top 5 bunched up now.
Oh, it looks like, yeah. You're on board here with Eiran, and in his mirror we clearly see 3 cars that are ready to take advantage of any argy-bargy that gets these guys a little messed up. Yeah, that Porsche's really hooked up through the S's. You can see even with that extra weight, the car changes directions somewhat better than the Aston. As Eiran takes it to a little more grass there. Oh, Ian goes wide.
Oh, yep.
Yes, okay.
I think that's it for that. His tires are getting worn out.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get there at the oak tree. He couldn't get it turned in. Probably a little bit out in the marbles, and had to stay off the gas. And behind him, we see Peter Sabo making a run.
And again, Sabo runs it wide, the last corner, down into the grass.
Oh, it looks like...
Not sure how much time it costs, but it's got to be a little bit.
But Moses is in the pits. Pitted from 5th place.
Oh, that's an early pit.
Yeah.
Well, if he was being held up, though, I mean, he's not going to get around 5 of these guys, so... You know, maybe pitting early, trying to undercut 1 or 2 of these guys.
David Poole inside Peter Sabo for 3rd place.
Yep. Yeah, if you're being held up and you get inside your pit window, I mean, you might go in. We'll have to watch that. Moses is going to have worn tires over most of these guys at the very end of the race, but hopefully he can get the work done before that.
Yeah, I see Eiran Parsons, and once he's gotten clear of the Angelicore, he's got half a second plus.
Whoa, Ian just cut the heck out of that corner. Nearly into the barrier on the right side, but I think he's going to gain a little bit on that, on the straightaway on Eiran. And there goes Ian, dropping into the pits. From 2nd, only about a second behind. Looks like Moses fell back to 12th after his pit stop.
We'll keep an eye here on Ian and see where he overshot his pit box. That should put Moses ahead of him when he comes around.
Yeah. So Ian had to back up.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's back out.
There goes Moses.
Oh yeah, and that's 3 or 4 seconds.
And Jesse Olsen squeaks by in the first turn if he can hang on to it. But Olsen hasn't pitted yet, I don't believe.
Yeah, Olsen's got a pit. But this is 19, so yeah, like I said, Ian's going to pit a lap early. That's his MO.
So
he pitted on 18 with 20 to go.
Yeah, Eiran Parsons in the lead, expected to pit here just about any time. David Poole in 2nd, and Peter Sabo in 3rd. And then back with a huge gap is 4th place to David Maros and Thiago Quinola and John Ludden in close pursuit. Yeah, Eiran Parsons in the pits.
There goes Poole.
Pits.
And Sabo.
And Sabo.
Yep. Have to see where Moses comes out in this shift. Moses coming out of the last corner now.
Eiran Parsons is away.
Moses gets Poole, and he's behind Parsons.
He's in 2nd.
And Jolly Coeur ends up 5th.
Yeah, that long pit stop hurt him bad.
Jolly had a big slide.
Yeah, we were watching that. Oops, we have an Audi off here.
Okay. I think that's Olsen. Nope, not Olsen. That's his teammate.
We got a nice little.
So yeah, Ian lost about 6 seconds on that whole pit stop in and out. And a lot of it was due to the amount of fuel he's got to put in the car, because the more your car weighs, the more your fuel you're going to burn.
Yeah, but I think the big variable was the time spent backing up to get in his pit box.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a dandy little battle here from 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tiago Canola, John Ludden, and Andrew Adamson. Just about nose to tail here. And a ways back here in 14th, 15th, Matt Taylor's got Mark DeGrasse in close pursuit.
Pretty good work for Matt, starting in about 30th with a no qual up to 14th.
Not sure if it's DeGras or DeGrasse. Apologies for whichever's wrong.
Yeah, I think it's. Well, I'm not sure what it is. I would say DeGras.
I would too. So let's go with DeGras.
Looking at Ronnie Nunez, 10th place in the Viper. He had a no qual too, so he started in 29th or 30th place and is actually up to 10th.
Well, we're still on
11th now.
Yeah, still on Mark DeGras here behind Matt Taylor, and these guys have very similar pace here. So this is, this is a race for position. Jump on board here with Mark. Woo, a lot of oversteer coming out of the oak tree turn. That kind of hurts you trying to get the power down onto the straightaway, so he's not too close to Matt at this point.
It's a pretty good battle for 6th between Canola, Ludden, and Adamson going on. But it looks like Ludden just made a pass over Canola.
Yeah, I see that still side by side. Canola on the inside here, not giving it up at all. Leaves him room, and Ludden conceded there for the time being.
Yep. Yeah, Canola gets it back. Took a little curb there. Lost a little momentum.
Meanwhile, Adamson in the Corvette here has a front row seat to these guys. Yeah, there looks to be a pretty impenetrable wall there around the oak tree on that slow turn coming onto the long back straight. Boy,
well, yeah, hopefully nobody hits it.
Ludden is very close here, challenging to the inside here of Canola. Canola stays wide, knows he's got the next turn. Ludden has no place to go. Andrew Adamson closes right up on him. Down into that brutal last turn. A lot of suspension compression there. And if the car bottoms out, you can scrub a lot of speed that'll hurt you on the straight.
Looking at the times up front, and Jellicoe is actually 11 seconds behind Parsons now, so just a combination of the poor stop, which may have cost him 5 seconds or so, and the fact that those guys are not being held up is led to Ian being 11 seconds back in 5th place.
Yeah, speaking of lap times, I see Eiran Parsons, our current leader, is fastest lap of the race so far.
Yep, just turned it, 45.4.
Yeah, behind Andrew and John Ludden and Tiago Canola is a lurking Brad Marys in 9th.
Well, that's never something you want to see in your rearview mirror.
True. And it looks like Matt Taylor still has company from Mark DeGraw here with that battle for 13th place. Oh, I just noticed that Chris Moses has taken over fastest lap of the race, currently in 2nd place. So it looks like Chris Moses is on the charge. Looks like Tiago Canola has been able to open up a gap here on John Ludden for 6th. But John's still got a lot of company in the mirror here.
Yeah, looking at the top, Parsons is ahead of Moses by about 1.5 seconds. We've got another 4 seconds back to Poole, and 3 back to Peter Sabo, and Ian's 12.5 back. So Ian's steadily, he's losing about 3 or 4 tenths a lap now to the leaders.
Ooh, got this group coming in turn 1 here with a lap car, hugging the inside. Everybody gets around clean. We're currently on board here with Brad Marys in his Porsche with that Corvette Mercedes. There's 2 Mercedes up ahead of him kind of thing. So he's kind of like bringing up the rear of this train. This appears to be just about the closest action currently on track. Jumping on board here with John Ludden. Very close up behind Tiago Canola coming up to the Oak Tree. Yeah, it looks like Tiago got a good launch. He's just gradually able to open it up here on this long straightaway.
Yeah, Tiago's the only one of those four that are not carrying weight. And it goes Ludden 40 kilos, Adamson 40, and Mears 60. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be that tough for him to hold those guys off. Tiago's actually coming off a pretty long sabbatical with us, so he's probably still trying to get the feel of things, although he was world class when he left. I don't see it taking very long, but you know, it might take a few races. I don't know how much the Assetto Corsa racing has done, so that could be adding to the fact that he's not as fast as, or not where he wants to be at the moment.
Yeah, I don't have any information as to what the racing he might have been doing in his absence to NAGP. John Legend gets off on the downhill there with a little grass. Hopefully those tires aren't too dirty. Car's very loose coming through the oak tree. And that puts Andrew Adamson right up on his tail.
Yep, that's exactly why.
Yep.
His tires were just a little bit dusty from
Andrew's got a run on him here, coming up alongside. They are side by side, coming through this downhill section. Looks like Andrew's making it stick.
Yep. That's a spot where we saw Ian able to hold off a couple guys for a while. Adamson had a little, just a tiny little skid there. Might open the door back for Led.
Side by side here through turn one, plenty of room. Andrew's on the inside for the left-hander here. But he catches a little curve. Oh, and Brad's trying to take advantage.
Ludden goes out in the grass. And, yeah, he's got the preferred line. It's going to let the guys in front get away.
Tiago's probably grinning in his rearview mirror.
Yeah, he just gained, he gained about 2 seconds. 2 seconds on that whole deal there.
Whoa! They're both off in the grass, and Ludden hangs on, and Brad Marys takes that position from Adamson. And the sticky stuff is gray, guys. The green is not.
If any of you viewers out there are not familiar with this track, I mean, you're getting to appreciate how much of a great track this is for racing. It's got just about everything you want in a track.
Yeah, I think the really tricky part that kind of bit Andrew was the elevation changes are so abrupt that the vertical load on the tires changes very quickly. 1 minute you got monster grip, and the next millisecond the car's losing downforce, and if you don't have it pointed where you want, it's not going to do what you want it to do.
Yeah, there are at least 2 or 3 corners on this track where you're kind of going over a hump, and you're just basically letting the car float and waiting for it to grab traction. Which, you know, I guess if you're, you know, that's kind of what separates the men from the boys. If you know when it's coming and where exactly to position the car, you can gain a lot of time.
We've got Brad Mary's up on John Ludden here. Brad muscles his way through there. John gave him room and let him have it. Well, judging on what we've seen so far here tonight, I think the complaints that the Porsches were over-penalized in the balance of performance, I think those arguments are a bit hollow.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that, but yeah, that's all I can say.
Well, I'm watching the dynamics of these cars, and being fairly familiar with the relative performance of many of these drivers. When Ian Jellicoe gets the weight off that car, he's not going to have any problems. And watching Brad Mary's performance tonight with some of the best drivers in our league with that Porsche, he played a beautiful waiting game and made his commitment, and now he's pulling a gap. Oh, and John Ludden takes it off again. Dirty tires. Andrew Adamson's still lurking there in the Corvette. And quietly stalking them. Just 10th place is Ronnie Nunez.
Yeah, just info on the front. The gap's about the same. Just over a second. 1.1. Parsons over Moses.
And dropping back here a ways. We've got a battle for 12th. Between Mark DeGraw, Matt Taylor. Looks like Mark got around him finally. Jesse Olsen in hot pursuit in the other Audi. So Matt Taylor finds his GTR in kind of an Audi sandwich at the moment. As Matt catches a little more grass than I think he was hoping for. But he's got that Nissan just cranked up. While everything seems to be pretty settled down, let's take a walk back toward the back here. In 14th, we have John McIntyre at Porsche. In 16th, we've got Iggy Jordia in a Aston Martin. And in 17th, Jonathan Cuppett in the other Nissan GTR. In 18th, we have Dan Thorpe in the McLaren. Don Houston is driving in the only BMW in the field tonight. Currently holding down 19th. Trevor Snowden in a Corvette. Abe Wozniak in McLaren. Sergio Calderon in one of the Vipers. Sergio's got all four off here. I think he's letting the leaders by here as cleanly as he possibly can. Doesn't want to interfere with that battle for the lead. Ian Jolicoeur's coming by. We got Cobus Dave Villers in 23rd in his Audi. And in 24th, David Zahn. But David Zahn is parked. Or pitting. I think he's parked it for the race. Okay, back up front. Eiran Parsons still our leader. Chris Moses just a hair under a second behind. I think this is game on for the win. I got to say, it's fun to watch these drivers that have figured out a track as treacherous and difficult as this one is. To be able to push as hard as they are to get to the end here without tossing it away.
Sorry, Marty. I lost my microphone there for a second, but I think I'm back.
Oh, I thought you might have been face down on the keyboard there, John. Welcome back.
I heard a USB. Yeah, I heard like a little USB thing and had no more microphone. But yeah, looks like Moses pretty damn close to Parsons for the lead of the race, and everything else is a little bit more separated.
Yeah, Moses has got that fastest lap down to a 45.0. Eiran Parsons currently leading in a 45.3. Boy, Parsons is, shall we say, making liberal use of the scenery. I mean, he's throwing all kinds of dirt there at Moses' windshield.
Well, we're at 6 laps to go. Eiran leading Moses by about 1 second.
And we got Ian Jolicoeur in 4th. He's a few seconds there behind Peter Sabo. David Poole.
Yeah, I think Ian's in 5th.
Yeah, and David Poole comfortably in 3rd at the moment. Ooh, we got a race here for like 8th. John Ludden and Andrew Adamson are going at it.
Looking at that.
And Ronnie Nunez is closed up to that pack. And we've got lap traffic here just to make it interesting. Somebody's mowing the lawn here.
That's one of the Audis.
Yeah. Oops, somebody's off here. That's somebody in a Viper. But it looks like this lead group got by the lap cars pretty clean. And I think it's due to the lap guys being lapped or willing to fall on their sword, pull it off, and let these guys go. So, kudos to them.
Yeah. I mean, you're not expected to go off track, but a big lift in a corner should be enough to let these guys go by. But if you can go off track and not kill yourself, I'm sure they're going to thank you anyway.
Yep, whatever gets the job done. Boy, this is a one close battle here with these three guys. Ronnie Nunez is decided that he wants some of this action here. And I suspect that Andrew at this point in the race has pace on John Ludden. He can't do anything about it. And all of a sudden, Ronnie Nunez is making his presence known. We got more lap traffic ahead.
Well, Nunez is, like I said earlier, is carrying no weight. And Adamson, Ludden, and Mears ahead of are all carrying weight. So.
Oh, Nunez goes all four wheels off again.